wind is calling, stand for something or die in the morning.
A flock of blind sheep allowed their shepherd to lead them wherever they went in life. It wasn't until the shepherd led them over the cliff, and as they plummeted towards their death, they realized they had been living their life all wrong. I dare you to allow yourself to see the truth.
There are a lot of things in this world, seen and unseen, the unknown, that you have no control over. What you do have control over is your future.
It's time for a change, and nobody wants to step up. So here's Dimes.
Understand that you more harm to yourself than he could ever be. Relax. You're gonna be fine, bro. You're gonna be fine. Relax.
Will we continue to chase the success that comes in the form of paper, or the real success that comes in the form of a life?
Dimes, a band of brothers who is rooted from Mother's Nature, raised by Father Time to express their unique cognitive intellect on social media.
Yo.
Yurt.
I think we good, bro.
Okay, let's rock and roll.
Let's go. So, hey, welcome back to Dimes Podcast, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Episode 3. It's gonna be 3 because the other one gonna be 2.5. The one we dropping today gonna be 2.5. So we on episode 3, and today's topic. Let's get to today's topic real quick. Hold on. Healthy balance of relationships. What does it really take to have a healthy relationship? All right. So before we get into this topic, you feel me? I'm CEO Prince.
They call me E.
You feel what I'm saying? And this is Don's podcast, deep intuitive minds existing simultaneously.
You can't beat it, man.
Yeah, you can't beat it. You know what I'm saying? I had so much stuff going on in my head, bro. I couldn't even get the next. I just needed the next letter, bro. Like, I just needed the next initial, bro. But
so what's your take on that topic, Mike?
look, man, I ain't gonna lie. I done built a lot of healthy relationships over the years, bro. So I feel like, I can really speak on the topic. I done built some toxic relationships also, though.
Okay.
Right?
Go ahead.
We done built. So you feel what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to having a healthy relationship, the first thing you can't do though, you can't judge. You feel what I'm saying? I became so unjudgmental, but I don't judge people no more based off how they look, how they dress, how they talk, what they like. I don't really judge people no more, bro. Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of how I built a healthy relationship with the people I involve myself with. But then again, like, you got some people out here that just on something just totally different. Like they gon' even though you're not judging them, they gonna judge you. You feel what I'm saying? And that sometimes can mess up a relationship. But I just feel like communication is just being real, just being 100% authentic with somebody will basically build a healthy relationship with them and have a great balance, because at the same time, I feel like it kind of opened up doors for them to be comfortable enough to kind of talk to you about a lot of the things, because you kind of them talk to them about things that you don't want to be judged on, or things that you just accept and you okay with being told. So they feel like they can do the same thing with you, and I feel like that's kind of where a healthy relationship is grown at, is made at, because people don't have to. You don't have to be fake. You know what I'm saying? If you're being fake, you have to repetitively keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you're being real with the person and you be like, look, bro, like your voice is funny, like just make jokes out of like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Instead of just bringing somebody down, like make it a funny thing. Just make them kind of accept who they are around you, so that they'll feel comfortable with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how I feel about building up a healthy relationship and shit like that. But I'll tell y'all about some healthy relationships I built. But how you feel about the topic though?
I think my initial take on it was like a healthy relationship starts with self first.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you make sure that you're on one accord, that'll ricochet or it'll connect to the relationship or the bond after with the other person, because it's damn near impossible to have a healthy relationship with anybody on this earth without working on yourself and making sure that y'all are healthy within.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I think that kind of touched back on like what I was saying with the being real. You know what I'm saying? Once you okay with being yourself, I feel like you'll build a lot of healthy relationships. But then again, you probably lose a lot too.
True story.
You'll probably lose a lot. A lot of people not ready for the truth, bro. A lot of people not ready for the truth. But you want to talk about some healthy relationships and how you built them, bro?
Yeah, I can do that.
We both can talk about it. I got some healthy relationships I can talk about.
What you want to do? You want to do like a fail try area where until you finally succeed, or you want to just talk about one situation that you got where you develop a healthy?
What you mean like failing?
Because in life, you're not gonna get things right away. It's not. Just
Oh no. Always trying to say like how you tried to do it the first time, and then how it felt, and then how later on down the line it grew to be something that Yeah, you can talk about that. I never thought about that like that, bro.
Cause nothing come like naturally. Everything isn't easy. It takes time. It takes effort. You gotta learn from certain situations in order to build a healthy relationship.
I don't think the people I ever like really known to like even go to that thing. I don't think they own that. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like at my age, and you know what I'm saying, people want a different thing. Like they don't even care about the relationship that we had. Like they're more so on like what today bring. You know, like people got their mind on other things right now. So I never had the time to really like reflect on that. But how I do know a lot of good relationships I have built though over the time. But I mean, like I said, I could talk about some bad ones too, and what I could have did differently to make that relationship healthier. You know what I'm saying? But you can go ahead and you can talk about that though.
Alright, so I'm big on friendship. I've been big on friendship.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I feel like I rock with my family. I love my family to death, and that's a bond that is unmatched. But your family, they didn't choose you. I feel like your friends, like who you make your friends, that says a lot about your character. It says a lot about yourself, and it shows who really like. They chose to be in your life, so it wasn't a facade. They actively want to be there for you.
Yeah.
So it make it a little deeper. But
it does make it a little bit deeper. But then again, like I ain't gonna lie, like I feel that way about family now though.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, some family I don't feel like they really owe me nothing. Like they don't owe me shit. Like you know what I'm saying? At the same time, bro, I came here. That was because my mom and my daddy did their thing, and I was here. And I don't feel like they owe me nothing, but I do still try to build his relationships with family.
Yeah, you should.
You feel what I'm saying? Only because I feel like family is the first people you know, you feel what I'm saying? The first people you trusted, you feel what I'm saying? So you want to make sure, like, I know it sounds like a perfect life, but I just feel like you want to make sure at least you keep your immediate family close. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you do that just by minding your business, though, bro.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think those immediate family. I think family itself is crucial in as far as your barrier or your background, how you grew up. I think that family love really matters.
Yeah, it does.
That'll deter you from having healthy relationships in life if you never had the advantage or had the chance to see a healthy relationship within your own family.
Exactly.
I think stuff like that, it takes a hold of you. It makes you so basically you behind the curve and you gotta relearn basically all on your own. You gotta unlearn everything that was taught. Through your experience or through your childhood. Yeah. So that's unraveling a whole different box.
Yeah. But that's deep though, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. I ain't see a lot of things the way you seen it though, bro. And I think that's why now we need to talk about it. So with friends, right? How do you try to keep a healthy relationship with your, like, especially from college, bro?
Yeah.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, me and you was real close when you was in Florida. Then you went out to college. You know what I'm saying? Then you was back and forth, and you kept telling niggas, I ain't coming back, I ain't coming back. So people like, damn, bro, like, when E come in town, we gotta hang out with E, you know what I'm saying? And the same thing with the people you met in college, like, they really fuck with you.
Yeah.
So, like, how you try to keep that healthy relationship between them, like?
The way I think I developed it, I learned to speak my mind more, and, to be authentic through and through. Like, don't hold back. If they really for you, like, if people really for you, they're gonna accept all of you. You gotta understand. It's not to say that don't change who or don't work towards being a better person or becoming a better person in life. Yeah. But be authentically you. Be yourself. Because anytime a relationship holds any type of facade or any type of fake stuff going on, it's not a strong foundation. So it's very unlikely to last. And the reason my friends rock with me so much, I believe, because we so close is because we truly who we are around each other.
Exactly. And I ain't gonna lie, same thing with me. Like when I was working on the road, you feel what I'm saying? Even before then, you feel what I'm saying? I used to have friends. I ain't gonna lie, I just feel like I grew up around the wrong people. I'm gonna just say that, you feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, I did meet a lot of people, and I met them just by being genuinely myself. You get what I'm saying? When I started being able to, like, okay, like, I was doing the whole Go Live thing, right? So I was meeting people that was from different states, different cities, all different types of people. Then you working with the nurses that live in that city, and they trying to tell you where to go and this and that and that. And I remember working at Champs in my own city. or people knew me, they can just pull up, you know, and see me, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all live in the same city, so it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like we're going to leave each other a couple of days from now, you know what I'm saying? Because you live here, like, this your job, you know, like, unless you quit, you get what I'm saying? At Champs, bro, I made a lot of bad, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't made the best relationships, only because I felt like I had to be fake to even, you know, get on a schedule.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To even be able to, you know, be promoted. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell on niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You have to, especially when you're trying to grow, they want you to be like, you gotta be the leader on the floor. So, you know, sometimes trying to take over and be the leader and trying to be the person that, you know, initiate their power to try to go up, you can kind of create bad relationships because that's not who you are. You don't really want power. You just want to make sure that your situation is taken care of at home, and that is by money. So in order for me to get to that point, I felt like I had to really show my ass at work, you know what I'm saying, so that I can get paid more, so that I can move up my mom crib. I can, you know, have a family, you know, take care of myself freely. But when I was doing Go Lives, I kind of like sat that part of me to the back. Like, I don't care about growing in this business. I don't care about being a top dog. I don't care about making the most money. I'm here to get my bag, go back to the crib and invest in myself. You get what I'm saying? And I think that kind of came with a different mindset of being more independent. You feel what I'm saying? With my mindset, not depending on a job to, you know, make sure that my bills is paid. More so making sure that I use that job money to make sure that I can invest in myself so that I can, you know, start getting my own bills paid without this job. You feel what I'm saying? That was my mindset, was that a little bit more. So my bad. I felt like I was a little bit more free to be myself because I didn't care about the consequences that came with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you fire me, if I gotta go home, I gotta go home. Cool, it is what it is. And I ain't really have to try to, oh, bro, like, hey, if you don't get up, I'm gonna tell on you, or if you don't do this, or this person, like, snitching, just being an asshole. I was being more of a person that always tried to help others grow, you know what I'm saying? And you know, when you working in that field and you see everybody really making money, you know, people got the same contract, so people making all the people making the same money, they just trying to figure out ways to really grow within themselves. And then you got some that had the same mindset that I had when I was at Champs, that want to be the project manager, they want to be the floor lead, they want to be all this, and I just be looking at them like, nigga, like, it don't matter, bro. It don't matter. At the end of the day, bro, you finna get your check, you finna go blow yours or do whatever you do, and I'm finna get my check, I'm finna do the right thing with mine. You know what I'm saying? Or we both can go ahead and do the right thing with ours. But at the same time, we got our own path we gotta take. So if you can accept me for who I am and I can accept people who you is, I feel like we'll have a greater relationship in that space right there alone. And that's how I created a lot of friends on the road.
Yeah, that right there, that show you that, like, being genuine is what leads you into real friendships. Because think about it, when you was working at Champs, you know, that's when the low level work jobs, you know, they have that, what is called, that worker's personality, and that worker's personality get in the way of
where you change your voice, you know what I'm saying?
You're not really yourself, and I've never been a believer in that. I tweeted that one day. I was like, man, it's crazy how fake work personalities is deemed the proper relationship or the proper behavior in the workspace. Yeah. Because you really got that. I mean, I'm programming you to behave a certain way that myself already know that you're not really that way. Exactly. And that's crazy. But I think that's what really got in the way of y'all. If you're building real friends within Champs, because how can you build a relationship with somebody?
And I ain't gonna lie, and I kind of what happened, but I ain't gonna lie. Like you said, it starts with yourself, because when I was working at Converse, Nike, especially at Converse, bro, I had to be that. I already knew how to be a leader when I was at Champs. I mean, not be a leader, but I already know how to basically move up in the company. I knew what it takes, like what they were looking at. So when I went to Champs, it was not for me to initiate that same skill set that I learned at Converse, which was a great skill set to learn.
Just quick finesse.
Yeah, it's just a quick finesse. So I remember those times I was kind of in a dark place because I was only getting paid $600 a month, $700, $800 a month. Black Friday, holiday season, and I get high commission, maybe $1,200 a whole month. You get what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, damn, like I was in a dark place. I'm still at my mom's crib. I'm busting my ass. I got bills to pay, you feel what I'm saying? I just don't know where to go. But then when I left all that shit alone, you feel what I'm saying? I was like, bro, I'm not getting another ball job. Like, I just keep getting fired from them shit. Like, it don't make no sense. I sat down, bro, and I ain't lie, I went through a whole lot of shit within myself. I was battling myself because you got your parents telling you, do this, do that, do this. Then you feel what I'm saying? You probably in a relationship with a girl that don't really I was in a relationship with a girl that wasn't really supporting what I was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So you have all this weight on your shoulder. You just look around like, damn, like, bro, like, I really gotta, like, this shit don't work. I'm really like an asshole. You get what I'm saying? So I think when Niz graduated, you feel what I'm saying, Niz had started getting on the Go Live. He told me about, you know, the Go Live and shit. And I got on it, and I'm like, damn, hold on, $40 an hour, you get made, and you get 12 hours? Now, I done went through already. Like, this is my, like, I was going through that phase of where shit was kind of changing. Like, I had kind of, like, adapted to my new being. Like, not new being, but my new lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really a 9 to 5 or clock in type of nigga no more. I was more into that boss mode, trying to be independent. So I kind of left that shit alone. And then I started getting into that new, like I said, that new lifestyle of being an entrepreneur and working for yourself and working on your own time. And that's when I kind of like started really being myself. You get what I'm saying? And with being myself, I created so many friends. You get what I'm saying? Because I was just so genuine. Like, and that's why I don't know, we were just talking about Arizona, but when I went to Arizona, bro, I was there for 6 months, bro. I created so many friends, so many enemies in the same setting. You know what I'm saying? I created enemies because of how nice I was, though. You feel what I'm saying? It was more of like, I want to say enemies. You feel what I'm saying? It was more of it was more of a, okay, this person right here don't fuck with this person, but I'm in the middle. You know me, I try to keep that shit neutral. So I'm like, I don't, it's not my business. So and this girl, it wasn't men, it was girls. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, this person they both mad cool. You feel what I'm saying? But their mindset was different. This person was more of a business mindset, and that's why we kind of clicked a little bit more. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. They was more on a, oh, he cute, I want to talk to him type mindset. So they think because I hang around this female that I want her because she cute, or I want her because you don't want to be with her. Instead of thinking like, oh, these people really may have like a real deal, friendship. Like your friendship. You get what I'm saying? And that's kind of where it went wrong at. But I don't have to explain that to nobody. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like it don't matter.
Especially without you opening up your mouth, like you can't just naturally assume.
But my thing is, I treated everybody the same. You get what I'm saying? Just because I'm around, like, okay, you understand? You working around a bunch of grown individuals. You motherfuckers single. We on the road for 6 months. You get what I'm saying? People gonna start clinging to who the coolest people around them at that time because they not home for the holidays. They not at the crib. They not around people they know. Yeah. So the first person that talking about some real deal shit,
something I can agree with.
Yeah, I can fuck with them on a different level, and that's kind of what happened. But you know, other people took it a different way. But that relationship with that person, bro, it really became a good business relationship. Like we'll always call each other talking about business. Like put me on this, put me on how to build my business credit. You know, doing this, doing that, making moves. Like it's been such a good relationship to the point where I don't have to call this person every day. You get what I'm saying? Because I already know it's real. Same thing with you. Same thing with everybody back at the crib. Same thing with my brother. Same thing with my mom. I don't have to call them every day to let them know that I fuck with you. I love you. You get what I'm saying?
You have to develop real relationships.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? So I felt like I said, being yourself will take you further than anything else in life.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
I think once you like start to really be who you are, you get past that surface level friendship. You get past that facade, that minuscule, that stuff that really holds no value. Yeah. Once you get past that, that's when true bonds are created.
Yeah.
And it took a while because when I was younger, my problem when I used to find relationships, I didn't believe in opening up. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah, I feel that.
I guess I always had my own shape or form of trust.
I had an issue too.
But it just made more sense to me to be cautious of your surroundings, or to be aware, not just open yourself up to everybody. But then I realized, like, when you behave in that manner, when you move to where you feel like you want to close in yourself in the world, it's a disservice to yourself and to others.
Yeah.
Because it's something about you. It was something about you that was meant to be shared on this earth.
Yeah. And
when you do that, like everything else starts to align. And so once I got past that, that's when I really started.
So let's talk about relationships then. So in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? And how I find my balance is just like I said, by being honest. Like I'm brutally honest to the point where she look at me like, what the fuck this nigga just tell me? Like, bro, like if I'm telling you back in the days I was starting back in the days, you gonna you don't want to be with me no more because of what I'm trying to tell you. I was keeping it G. You feel what I'm saying?
I was honest.
I was being honest. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know who I am. So I feel like the more I let you know about me in a relationship standpoint, not in a friendship standpoint, but in a relationship standpoint where you like in a like a real deal, like boyfriend, girlfriend, a husband and wife type shit, you have to be brutally honest so that person cannot throw nothing in your face at the end of the day. Because they know everything that there was to know. They knew that you used to do this or you like to do this. They know what you like to eat, what you don't like to eat. Like they know. You get what I'm saying? So there's no reason for you to judge me unless you're gonna judge me about who I am now, who I'm changing to be. Because now you can kind of like help me grow from where I'm already at instead of trying to tear me down from my past. And I feel like that's kind of where I see the health in that type of relationship.
And if you do disagree with like what I'm telling you, then like it's giving us. We don't have to waste so much time now. Now you know that I'm not for you. I know that you're not for me.
Yeah.
And
That's how a lot of relationships. That's how I let a lot of relationships go, bro. Just by being honest. Bro.
Yes, a lot of people they be wondering like, I done been with this person 8 months, 2 years. That's because you just not showing who you really are. Y'all just not.
I don't have time to wait. I can't waste my time like that.
There's no reason to waste time. Yeah.
I can't waste my time like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's why like 90% of the relationship before this one didn't work, bro. I was talking to hella females back at the crib, but they just be like, "Oh, he's so rude, he mean." I'm just being honest. Like, if I don't like the pink wig, I don't like the pink wig. I told the female straight up, bro. She came out of the house with a pink wig. This been on a date. I said, "We not going nowhere with this pink wig on, bro." Straight up.
Wow, what's wrong with the pink wig?
I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not going to a nice restaurant with you and you got a pink wig on, bro.
I'm saying, was it not laid?
I don't care if it was laid, bro. I'm not going, bro. A pink don't grow out the scalp, bro.
Okay. Oh, so you don't like the.
You gonna do it, make it look natural at least. You get what I'm saying?
No,
it can look
you lost me.
No, I mean you have your preference, but I'm saying like I don't like.
You don't
she
like
came out.
That's personally saying that's not for you.
Yeah, that's not for me. You know what I'm saying? You came out with a pink wig with a pink shoe. Like, nah, we not doing that.
She tried to match with the pink shoe. What she had on black?
It was black. Like it was like she was trying to color play with that hair and the shoes. I'm like, bro, your hair, your shoes, two different things.
It's two different. I mean, look, what I learned if it's at top, you can throw it off a little bit with the bottom.
But with your hair, so I'm saying though, because I say you got on like some red shoes. Because your shoes red, you gonna throw on a red, like you gonna dye your hair red.
No. I'm saying, but I could throw on a red cap that might be.
But this was a wig though. We're not talking about cap. We talking about hair.
I love that color shit though, man.
Oh, you do?
That stuff getting me,
bro.
I fought with I feel like it allows women to express themselves, and I be rocking with it. I don't know.
I mean, it can't be that way, but at that, this was in Lauderdale, bro. I was like, how old was I? Like 24, 25? And I ain't gonna lie, I was taking Shorty to a nice restaurant in Miami. We was finna eat outside and everything, you know what I'm saying? Shorty was thick though, you feel what I'm saying? Like body, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
how long you knew her? This just meat or some shit?
But I'm saying on her, no. Like, bro, like I said, I was brutally honest. Yeah. I was just being brutally honest with her, bro. You feel what I'm saying, bro? So, you feel what I'm saying? Even when she used to post like shit like that on the web, I'd be like, that shit ugly, bro. Like, I didn't like it, bro. She would tell you to this day. I was like, nah, I ain't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, you body, like, you got it, though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want to see what you about. Maybe you just need somebody to just tell you. You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel, bro. Sometimes, like, I feel like my way's gonna rub off on you if you really like me as a female, from a female standpoint. Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, same aspect, bro. Like, if your girl like for you, like I just started wearing cologne. I didn't like wearing cologne. My girl like I like cologne. I like to smell cologne. So I bought a little sample thing to see which ones I like. Cause I never really went shopping for cologne. So just like any other female, like if I'm around you and you say you like this, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna try to swag out and get right so that you can start seeing a lot of things you like from me. Same thing with you. Same thing with a female. She gonna start trying to do more shit, to keep you around. So she did it like one time on the internet. And I told her, I'm like, but that's not it. Like, it was the same pink wig, too, bro. It wasn't even a different wig. It was the same pink wig.
That bitch should be expensive.
I don't know if this one's expensive, but that shit like she got that shit from party like.
Oh,
party
that's
city.
why you were so impressed because it just wasn't done.
It was like curly, bro. It wasn't even straight.
But did it? I'm saying, was it like whoever installed it or whoever laid
Bro,
it?
it was. She threw it on. She put it in her bag and she traveled with that bitch, bro.
I understand. You know, wig. You know, sometimes they put on the wig and they do the little whatever they be doing. But when they do that, I'm saying, did it look decent? Was it presentable when you see
To me, no, bro. I would just be to me, no, bro. I told her she not going nowhere. We didn't go nowhere, bro. We had an argument, bro. And I ain't gonna lie
So
though.
what y'all ate?
I went, bro. I went to give me some food myself. I don't remember. I probably went to Hooks or something, bro. Like I left her where she was at. I ain't gonna lie. At the same time, bro. If you go from today's time, bro, me and her still cool though. Because I was being, you know what I'm saying? She was like, bro, you remember that time? She told me about it the other day. She was like, remember that time you told me to come to I'm like, yeah, bro, because I wasn't really fucking with it.
Yeah,
You
real.
feel me?
Being who you really are will definitely like keep the people that's supposed to be in your life.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of feel like with relationship wise, bro, I just feel like you gotta be brutally honest. Because if you not, bro, like, people gonna just start finding out more and more shit about you they don't like. Instead of you just telling them from the jump, this is me.
From the beginning. That way you won't have to waste y'all time.
Yeah, bro.
And I mean, it's a disservice to yourself for real though. Like, forget like you tricking her or you finessing him to move in a certain way. Even if say you win, you know, say y'all get married, you done lied the whole time. Eventually, you gonna want to show your true self.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you miserable. You feel me?
I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't live with my girl.
Years.
I couldn't live with my girl if I wasn't able to be myself, bro.
It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work, bro. I would have been back in Florida, bro. In March, in January, bro. I would have been back. So
It's a vibe over there.
it's a vibe. But so with like with the friends you had in Tally, right?
Yeah.
How did y'all meet?
Oh, okay. So
Like how did y'all meet and how did y'all keep? Like how did y'all like?
I'm not gonna hold. I'll tell you exactly how I met. I used to stay in Young Hall in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
And so, two of my niggas, matter of fact, all three of their stayed in that same hall. So one of them.
I was in that bit fucking over there.
Hey, listen. One of them stayed at the end of the hall. He just happened to be the barber.
Yeah.
And so, you know,
Zach.
you knew exactly. Yeah. You knew to a different. Shout out to Zach too.
Yeah.
You knew to a different environment, so you gotta find work for. You gotta find a barber. First time I went to a barber, I went to this dude. He was right by campus. You know, he got me okay. You know what I mean?
I be hating him okay, little bro.
I'm leaving from
and you paid a bunch, and you paid us back too.
I used to pay $10 a haircut back in Briar back then. Yeah. But he was charging like $20. I'm like, oh, this man going crazy. Then I went to he charged me $15. Then I went to this place on campus. I heard it was crispy in there when they got a cut in there. Regular, you hear me?
Yeah.
And I paid $25. You know, they taxed me inside.
Yeah.
So now I'm really looking for a bar. I went to this other dude in my hallway. His name was Gene or something, some Haitian dude, but I ain't like the way he maneuvered my head when he was cutting it. Like,
he'll be moving.
I don't like that. Like, tell me to go left or something. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
See it. Yeah.
So then I tried Zach, and then I think when Zach cut my head, my other dog was in there. The dude who became my friend eventually named Junior.
Yeah.
So, and then we just started hanging out. Well, I like
But
to play cards.
what? But I'm saying, like, what you think? What you think about you made y'all like connect like that?
Yeah, like it was cards, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh, okay. You was just being yourself, right? You was just being authentic.
I can't. We was playing Tump. We just play for cash. I should leave every night pockets full. At first, 4 a.m. in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm walking out, and then the other dude that is real close with named Javon, I'm walking out. I'm talking about, are you trying to run it again? I'm trying to put some more money in my pocket. Y'all easy, y'all sweet. That's what I'm saying in my head. And then before I know, we started chopping it up, having a real conversation about life, and we developed a real friendship. This shit crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. How I built. I ain't gonna lie. Over the times, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Kenny might be my best friend, bro, out of everybody. Only because of how me and Kenny met, though. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how come we have a healthy relationship, because we didn't meet through people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
directly.
Yeah, so I had this class. You remember Mr. Baton, bro?
Yeah.
NBA. I had Miss Baton class, you feel what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, you know, I ain't had the smartest classes. I was behind. And, you know, Kenny was smart. So Kenny was already ahead and I was behind, so we ended up in the same class, you know what I'm saying? So me and Kenny to come to class, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, we just get fresh every day. It was like I ain't gonna lie, bro. The kind of think about it, bro. Yeah, I feel like we was low key having a competition even before we met, bro. To see who was the freshest nigga, bro. Cause I used to get ducked. I'm like, bro, this nigga not finna outdo me, cause he used to have that nigga to have fresh ass shoes when you came to school. I'm like, this nigga not finna outdo me, bro. Hell no. Nah. And I'm in 11th grade. No, hell no. Nah. So he used to come to the class, right? And I used to just, I was always a class clown, bro. Like I ain't take school as serious as most people did, bro. And I used to just like I don't know why. I just started mimicking him, bro. The teacher, you know, I used to talk, bro. Like, Eric, can you get over here? Like, bro, like, I used to mimic him
real slow.
Yeah.
Man.
So Kenny started Kenny was like, bro, you be fucking around in class, but you funny as fuck, bro. And I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, bro, I be fucking with your kids, dog. Like, when you be getting your shit from? He's like, bro, I'm a sneakerhead, bro. I skateboard and shit. So I'm like, for real, no shit. So
Kenny
we was
skateboard?
Yeah, Kenny skateboarded, bro.
Nah, I ain't know that.
Kenny was a skateboarder, bro.
Did not know that.
Dog, so he skateboarded, he the box.
I knew
He
he
like
was.
that kind of nigga, though, ain't
I knew he was.
So then we was like in class, like one day we were just talking, and then I ain't gonna lie, the conversation led to the lunchroom, bro. And we were just talking, then we had got our own lunch table where only females could sit at that lunch. No niggas unless we knew you. Females just only come down to the table, bro, just stacked up. Just
I ain't had
chilling.
y'all lunch. I used to
Nah.
skip to that lunch.
Yeah. We had an A lunch, I think. And then it was a couple females used to come out table every day, bro. We just kick it with them. You feel me? Spitting gang, and then I ain't gonna lie, Kenny helped me get my first, bro. That nigga helped me skip off the campus, bro. He was like, bro, I was like, bro, go over there and see if the security over there. He walked over there, seen security was at that back gate by the football field, and then he was like, nah, bro, go for it. I went behind the school bus over there, hot the gate, out of there, went to the movie theater.
Risking it all for the
Risking
prince.
it all, bro. They called my mom talking about, I was like, I was in class, what the hell they talking about? I got in the butt. She talking about, I was so smooth with it, bro. But yeah, man, that's kind of how me and him met. And then I ain't gonna lie, ever since then, bro, I ain't gonna lie, we just be keeping it real with one another, bro. Like, we ain't gonna never sugarcoat it, you feel what I'm saying? We done had arguments before and shit like that. But because of the fact that when it comes down to it, I'm gonna be me and he gonna be him. You feel what I'm saying? And we just accept that as from one another. It will always have a good relationship. I don't feel like a relationship will ever go bad.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's when you start, doing like snake shit. When a relationship like
Behind
that.
the back,
Yeah, behind.
Excuse me. You start getting quiet
Yeah.
and still moving without like a real reasonable explanation.
Yeah.
That'll take a hold on any relationship. But you were supposed to finesse them contact sheets on your high school. If they call my contact list, like say I skipped school. Right?
Oh, man, my mom was
my
wasn't
best
playing
friend,
that.
Ashley.
Bro, I was already bad. Bro. My mom wanted them shit. She wanted everything.
I've been doing that since middle school.
Nah.
They ain't even know the sheets exist for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then half the time I'm talking about fill it out yourself. Say less.
Yeah, say less, bro. You know what I'm saying? But my mom wasn't having that with me, bro. She already knew what I did it before, and I got caught.
Oh, yeah,
I got caught, and she was like, "Yeah, let me see them papers every time you start school." But I tried to finesse my report card and all. None of that shit worked. Cause then Rich had to come home and show his. If I was the only child though, I'd have been lit. And then I tried to change.
I mean, you
my
just
shit.
supposed to get on one accord. You supposed to tell your little brother, hey, don't show nothing.
You niggas getting good grades. You think they're not gonna show where they can get money and shit? Like,
And I don't know. I'll pay you back. You feel me? I'll get you back. They say we ain't got that midterm. What it was? What's the one that come in the quarter release for that? Right before the grades come out.
I forgot the
Midterm.
name of that shit.
It's like
I forgot the name of that shit,
midterm in
bro.
college.
No, it's not called midterm in high school. It's called
Midterm grades. So in high school, I think it's called quarter grades. It might be quarter.
no, it ain't that either. I know the name in my head, bro. But forget that though. You know what I'm saying?
Progress reports.
Progress report. There you go. There you go. Progress report.
I ain't been in high school in so long.
It's been 11 years, bro. I supposed to have our reunion
We
this
can
year.
hide them progress reports. What happened? We didn't get them this year.
I couldn't hide nothing, bro. Cause my grades were so bad. They wouldn't call my mama even if I didn't show her, bro. He ain't give a fuck. But I ain't gonna lie though, I ain't gonna lie, Dan. After high school, bro, I was hanging around more fucked up people. You feel what I'm saying?
I just want to say I do not personally
Condone it?
condone illegal activities.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm not gonna
Don't
say
do
that
it.
out loud.
Don't do it.
But if you're going to be out here doing illegal activities, please move smart. You know,
Yeah.
the system is already against you. They only put you in a certain situation so that you will move or behave in the manner that you are behaving. So if you are gonna move like that, at least by all means think things through before you do them.
Think it all the way through. You feel me? All the way through. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, even think about the bad shit. Just in case the bad shit come, you already
gotta know how you gonna
move. You gotta know how you gotta
Right.
move it. Like, look, bro, if anything happen, nigga, you don't know me, I don't know you. And we leave it there. We just met. You know what I'm saying?
You set the rules beforehand. You know, if one get caught, that one take that route. You know, it's just, you know. One time, me and my dog, me and my dog was telling me a story about when he went to go hit a lick. And so he was telling me that he was riding with this dude, and like they got out the house, they shut down the school and all. Matter of fact, they shut out the whole school. He got out, and so he running. They let loose the dogs on him. His one dog got caught by the dog, and he was home free.
Yeah.
He stopped though and just it's like cause his dog got caught. He stayed. You know, you're a different kind of nigga. You solid, cause me, you know, I'm up out of there.
I'm out of
Ain't no reason
there.
for both of us to take the charge.
I'm up out of there, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna, like I was saying though, after high school, bro, you feel what I'm saying? I just kept, you know, Kenny wasn't, I had other friends, I had to cut them off. Then I had, you know, Kenny as a friend, and then that's when I started, well, you was already a family friend though, but that's when I started hanging around Jonas and Niz, and came to find out, you know, Niz and Jonas was some real cool dudes, like real cool as fuck, and then Niz was in college doing his thing, you know what I'm saying, and I just felt like, you know, there was a lot of people that I could relate to, you know, in life, you know, so, especially Jonas, you know what I'm saying, because Jonas is, he like the opposite of me, like he goofy as fuck, but like no, he
really
like,
himself.
Yeah, like he really himself, and I ain't never really, even at the job, like I ain't never been like Jonas have been, you know, throughout his whole working career. That nigga don't give a fuck, you know.
That's fair. No matter what, he has always been him. No matter what situation. That's why I really rock that boy.
Yeah.
Because if you can, in any situation, not alter yourself at all and be exactly who you are at every point in time in your life, if that's really who you are, you can't help but
Do you
show
feel
that.
like
That's
you have to sacrifice anything to have good relationships with people?
Yeah. You gotta sacrifice your pride sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be selfless. You know, you can't be selfish in relationships. You have to learn to put other people before you.
Yeah.
Relationships help you grow as a human being. That's why
That's
why we're that's why it's nothing.
Yeah.
Not everything's by design.
Like you said, last bit is everything is calculated. Everything connected to one another.
So healthy relationships are needed in order to grow or in order to prosper to the best of your abilities in life.
Yeah. So what about? So let's talk about talking about healthy relationships, right? Have you ever had a relationship with somebody that you felt like was your fault, and if you would have did something better, like, you know, did something better within yourself, it could have been a better relationship rather than blaming them for having that bad relationship?
Yeah. I mean, like I'm saying, most of the time in life, I have been the one to, you know, not communicate as much as I should about what I'm thinking or what I'm feeling. I really, like, for a good part of my life, I was real closed off. It was just, all I knew was me.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of felt what you just said, because that's kind of how I felt about when I was with Bottom Boys and T. Like, I felt like I wasn't telling them enough of the shit that I was feeling. Like, I wasn't really feeling the shit that they had going on. And because, I ain't gonna say I didn't voice it, but because we were a group and it was like a majority type thing, I kind of just let it go, just let it slide. But it came to a point where I just had to start speaking up, like, nah, this can't go down like this continuously. You know what I'm saying? I let it slide because it was like more of a group collective thing. It wasn't more of like a me and you type of relationship. It was more of a like, okay, all these people in the group, you feel what I'm saying? Everybody's opinion matters. We want to make sure that we all work together and keep, you know,
I understand
you know what I'm saying? So I kind of just, you know, when you have certain comments to make, I just kind of kept it to myself when I should have just been the one to be like, nah, we ain't doing it.
Yeah, and that was mostly my problem in relationships.
Yeah.
I'm the person, like, I just don't care up until like, oh, I'm tired of what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like nothing really bothers me. And so even if I notice something, I'm one who I normally wouldn't have said it. You know, I wouldn't peep what I noticed. So and it just keep reoccurring. And I realize, or I see things a different way. And you know, that's not necessarily your part. You know, your fault. You know, entirely, because I never gave you the change to fix your situation.
Exactly.
It's just I never said anything until it came to a point where it was enough of me. Because sometimes I have, you know, it's an unhealthy idea to believe that people should know better at certain ages.
Yeah,
some people,
I think that's
everybody
that's
progress at different times.
Yeah.
And you can't just expect somebody to be on the same level as you.
Because we all wasn't raised the same either, bro. Like, we think about it, like, it's so many different race of black people. So for us to try to have a good relationship with Haitians, Jamaican, Spanish, African, you know what I'm saying, American, those like so many different types of races, to the point where it's like, okay, you was raised to be this way, I was raised to be this way. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying what you was raised to be is wrong. I'm not saying what I was raised to be is wrong. But then again, we have to at least learn from one another, from lifestyle.
Outside of like relationships or race entirely, you know, it's just so many different lives in this world existing simultaneously.
Yep.
So it's like, it's gonna be so many different scenarios or so many different situations or so many different lifestyles or personalities that you, when you're being authentically yourself, that you have to maneuver through it and to realize like this person has a good heart. They didn't grow up the same way you did, or they didn't have the same experiences you did. Because that's what they mean. Like, I mean, we could get on like generational curses and stuff, but that's what it was. It was a certain program that we have learned through history, like that has been passed on for generations. So some people it's gonna take longer to break through that than others.
So I ain't gonna lie, like when you said we all, you know, is existing simultaneously, at the same time, what advice would you give somebody that that's trying to deal with those different types of like how what would you tell them to basically help them, you know, build relationships with different types, with different cultures, that way they can have a healthy relationship. Like, say if I want to move to London, you know what I'm saying? What would you tell me to be able to adapt to how those people are instead of the way Americans are? Like, what would you tell me to be like?
Be open-minded.
Yeah.
It's very important to be open-minded. You gotta understand that just because you move in the way that you do doesn't mean that everybody else around you will also do the same. And, you know, also I would say, you know, take chances, take leaps. Also, but still be smart in what you're doing. Always think before you move, you know. But in those times, you have to be more open. Be authentically yourself. I feel like as long as you are being yourself, no matter where you go, you're gonna run into the people that's really meant for you.
I ain't gonna lie. This I asked that because, just like you said, bro, I feel like we not as different as we think we are. You get what I'm saying? I feel like people in America think people in London living different. They have different laws, but at the same time, they dealing with drugs too. You know what I'm saying? They dealing with poverty too. You know what I'm saying?
From oppression as well.
Racism. They parents trying to tell them to do the same thing our parents trying to tell them to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it's just a whole different environment to where you think that it makes you think that the media have you thinking like they're different people.
They're entirely like aliens, if anything. Something that you are not related to.
But y'all exactly the same thing. Same thing with like culture, like Haitian and Jamaican. Haitian or Jamaican be mad if you call them one or the other. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if they're not from that tribe. But at the same time, bro, if you think about it, we all been fighting the same war though.
I mean, but that goes back to what I was talking about, like the programming. If we don't think the way that we do, and if we aren't so pressed about thinking that people are different, or if we're able to develop some type of empathy for those that's going on in different countries, or from what we see that we feel like isn't necessarily our business, if we realize that we are all one, it'll be a different world that we lived in. So they instill certain programs, or they try to teach certain way of thinking, so that the goal is to keep us distracted to the point till we never realize what's truly going on. And as long as we continue to do
divide and conquer. Yeah, cause I ain't, like I said, like, okay, I'm American, my girl Jamaican. You feel what I'm saying? They do a lot of shit differently than what we would do. Like, they keep their bread in the fridge. My mom keep her bread on top of the fridge. You get what I'm saying?
At the same time, you still see like the similarities between
so what we kind of did was we kind of found what makes more sense in that situation. So like I started noticing that in the fridge, bread will last longer than it would on top of the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, let me start putting my bread in the fridge. You get what I'm saying? Same thing with her. She started to see that cause I ain't gonna lie, like they culture don't believe in buying thick toilet paper. I started buying like wipes and that real soft because I'm like, bro, you ripping your
you gotta take
you know
care
what
of
I'm saying?
yourself.
But she was like, oh, we've been using this all our life. I'm saying this shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? This shit dry as fuck. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like what the fuck? Same thing with like the food, like what we eat, like we hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Like burgers,
they be trying to get this shit from the tree. They cook that shit out.
We used to eat bologna sandwiches.
Bologna sandwiches, bro. Spam. That's what we eat, bro. You know what I'm saying? I haven't eaten that.
I'm so thirsty.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. We got like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. What's
rock out. We treat it like a session.
Yeah, we treat it like a session. So look, man.
Sacrifice for y'all.
Hey. If y'all got any topics, we're gonna say this every video until y'all start DMing us topics or at least commenting topics so that we can talk about them. But look, man, we are going to be going crazy, throughout the years to come. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna be dropping videos almost every week for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And all we want y'all to support.
We just gotta make sure that we're consistent. Any last words before we go, boss?
Nah, bro. Nah, I just want y'all to start, especially with black people. This is my last word. With black people, you feel what I'm saying? This was a great topic because I feel like we need to start building great relationships within with each other. You get what I'm saying? No matter the culture, the race, I feel like we need to come together as one. Yeah, Black Lives Matter, yeah, all that other stuff. But if you don't really act upon with the things that you're saying, it doesn't really mean anything. So if we can please start coming together, start killing one another, and start praising one another, supporting one another a whole lot more, we'll be undefeated. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of what I wanted a lot of y'all to get out of this podcast, was to start being more understandable and start being yourself a little bit more so that people can accept you for who you are. So that way, if the media come out with some shit about you, we already knew, you was on that kind of time anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to judge.
You always showed us your real self.
Exactly. So thank y'all for watching, man. Tune into the next episode 4. And we out.
It was always a pleasure, man.
Yes, sir. I'm so sick of fair weather and RIP.
She filled with silicone and she ain't all innocent. She did.
Oh, you did? Go ahead, then, bro. This camera still on.
What I wanted to tell him, man. Look, we back. You thought we left, we back. Now, what I wanted to say though, because if you learn nothing or if you take away nothing at all from this podcast, always be yourself. Be true to yourself, but experiences. Sometimes you have to get out of for relationships to be deep or for them to be authentic, for them to last. Because everybody be wanting love in this world, but nobody's willing to put in the work that's necessary to really experience this love. In order to get real love, that true love, you have to allow yourself to get out of the way so that the people that you want that real love with, so that y'all can create experiences. You blocking yourself in or you building up that wall is hindering you from having real authentic relationships. Yeah, and then those experiences also it gets you past that shallow step and let you know that it's authentic or it's true. You can't really know if somebody is for you until they're placed in that situation to whether you can see or not, whether or not they really are for you. Always a pleasure, man. Y'all tap in next episode. You know what I'm saying?
Don's podcast, Deep Intuitive Minds,
existing simultaneously.
Let's go. We out. Damn, hang on, I want some other too.
It's for your heart, girl. Pick a song.